Greeting everybody. It's old guy, old truck, and it's been a while. So I'm in the shop working right now, doing some stuff on the parts truck that I bought. So long story short, bought this truck. It was in the mud, sat for a long time, flat tires, broken headlights, no air cleaner, no battery. Guy didn't know when it ran last, broken windshield, no stereo. So they wanted a few bucks for it, so I said I'll give you 800 bucks, and I came back the next day and threw battery in it, duct taped a air filter to it because there was no box, no nothing. Pumped some tires up and I drove it home. About an hour and 15 minutes. The thing was rattling and shaking, and it seemed to run okay. And so I got it home and I started looking around and needed a good wash. Lots of mud, dirt, all that stuff. So I gave it a good wash and found a few things, that weren't great. But because I had my other truck that I tore apart, I had lots of extra pieces. So it didn't cost anything to fix. It was relatively pretty fast to do it. Set of headlights, had some hail damage, I had an extra hood, so I sanded and painted it black and threw it on there. Had a new windshield installed for 200 bucks. Dipstick tube, put a new one in, battery, built a cold air intake thing for it. Aftermarket, I didn't want to buy one, so I built one myself, and I'll show you that in a sec. And cleaned it up. I put, it came with two sets of rims, factory ones, and then it's these big 20-inch, great big crazy chrome rims, and they actually look not too bad, so I cleaned the front ones up, did some front brake work on it real quick, threw a set of brake pads in it for 40 bucks, repacked the wheel bearings, they were still good, I just repacked them, threw them back together, made sure the front end was good, stuff like that. So I threw a stereo in it because I had an extra one when I bought my RV. It had an old stereo, I took that one out, and I put a newer one in, and I kept the old one, and I threw it in here, and it sounds good enough. It gets a radio station, and lets me sing along as I drive, so I don't stuck in my crazy head. But anyways, so right now what I'm doing is, other videos you guys saw, I had this 77 Ford F250 that was my old beat up truck, actually the one that I started my first video with, and so I pulled the motor out of that and the transmission and some other parts, and I'll show you that, and I have some still pictures. I didn't take a lot of video of that stuff because I was in a hurry, but that truck's gone now. I got the motor here, it's part of it's tore down, so this is the new garbage truck for me right now until I get the other one built, and pieces are going to come off of this as I go, but I am going to replace them with some factory stuff. The reason why I bought this truck is because it has a good box on it, a good tailgate, and a roll pan in the very back. The roll pan replaces the bumper. You take the bumper off, you want that nice clean smooth look, that's the roll pan. And it was also lowered professionally back in the day. This truck's a 97. It had lowering spindles, the right springs, the right lower control arms to do it, and the back end, actually, my other truck has 4 leaf springs in it on either side. This one's only got 2, they're lowering leaf springs. It has a flip kit, which you notch the frame, you do a bunch of stuff so it sits lower, and it's got the proper shocks for it as well. So there's a lot of money spent on this suspension back in the day. For me to buy that stuff now, I'm looking at about 2,500 bucks. And I'm not really going to get much better than what's here. I got to replace a few bushings because it's been in here a bit. But the bushings are 30 bucks each. It's easy to do, and I can powder coat that stuff and throw it back in. It's going to be brand new and good for me. So for 800 bucks, I got a decent little truck that I can run around in right now to get my parts, and I can get parts off it for free and rebuild it with stock stuff, and then I can sell this later and still make money. So right now though, because I'm funky, I'm putting a tack in it. And the reason why I'm putting a tack in it, it didn't come factory with a tack. It's a base XL model V6 truck automatic. But that tack is out of my 77. And I want to bring that heartbeat a little bit with me, because I missed that truck already. It did really well for me, and I'm really attached to it. So I'm putting that into the truck. And on these trucks, they're not as easy as the old school cars. The old school cars, you'd hook up the ground, you'd hook up the live power feed to it, and another wire would go to your light switch and your fuse box, your light fuse, so that way when you turn your lights on, the light in the tack comes on, it's all pretty, and you would hook up your green wire to your coil. Pretty easy to do. on these vehicles now electronically controlled, one big coil. The computer and the coil operate differently compared to what the cars back in the day did. So you have to actually go to the PCM on this and wire it into there. So a little bit of work, a little different. You know, you got to go in, you got to do all that stuff. But it's fun too, taking apart stuff, cleaning up as you go, fixing any mistakes or problems as you're going through it. So I'll give you a quick little view of what I got going on here. So down in that corner, as you can see, this big plug right here is the one I'm after. So it comes out of the socket down in here. So we're looking for 48, number 48. It's a white wire with a pink stripe. That's what they do on these trucks, 97 to 2003. That's going to give me the reading off the PCM for my green wire for tack. You can buy these tacks 30, 40, 50, 100 bucks, 300 bucks, whatever it is. And you can hook them up on these trucks or old school cars, whatever you want to do. But that's how you do it on here. Give you guys an idea of the cold air intake I built for it. So some parts and pieces that I had laying around. And so I made this for the truck. And these filters actually are the same style as K&N in Princess Auto. There's a little store we got up in here in Canada and whatever, but they were for $6. So I bought 2 of them, and they're sprayed down with the stuff from K&N. They work good, and I've made my own holder for it. But this truck's kind of weird because they did put some money into it back in the day, as you can tell. Like, there's even an aftermarket spacer plate on the throttle body. They got an aftermarket coil and wires in it. Yeah, so there's the front of the truck right there, as you guys can see. Some different new headlights, and the grill's all nice now. The hood, black now, it's wet. It's raining outside, but that's on there now. It's a decent little truck. It's in pretty good shape. Runs really well. The funny thing is, a V6 truck, and they got 3-inch dual exhaust on it, so it's loud. So you got this little V6 that sounds like it really wants to go. It's got the attitude for it, but yeah, it don't go. So not for me anyways. I'm used to something that's got a little bit more stank in it. So that's what I like. So that's what I'm working on tonight. Here's the other truck sitting right beside it. It's tore down and a whole bunch of stuff going on. My garage is kind of full right now. The engine hoist is there and blah, blah, blah. I'll take you back. I'll show you some stuff. It is kind of messy. There's the intake off the 460 that was in my big truck. I'll take you up here real quick. Here's a messy look at the interior. I'm working on that. Here we go. C6 transmission. 460 big block, tore down a little bit. Cylinder heads at a factory, they're going in the garbage because of it's getting stroked and bored and doing all that fun stuff with it. Eventually I'll have that back together, so probably in the next month and a half, and the transmission I'll tear it down, do a bunch of stuff with that as well, and we'll go from there. But as you can see, parts keep on coming in. They're all over the place. I got parts from hell. I keep ordering stuff and stuff keeps coming. It's kind of funny. So stuff for the suspension, new wiring harness, some different kinds of tools that I bought too. Just a bunch of stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff I could show you guys, but it's crazy. All I know is I keep on my Amazon Prime, and when I hit checkout, complete order, it goes order complete, a big green check mark. So that means that they either let me buy it for free or the credit card's still working. I don't mind either way, really. As long as I can go to the mailbox and I see that card in there, they have to go to the counter to pick up some magical, beautiful gift. It's like Christmas every day. Doesn't get no better than that. But yeah, so here we sit, broken-hearted. Thought we shit, but only farted. Okay? Keep that in mind. Anyways, that's it. That's what I'm working on tonight, 9 o'clock at night. And I'm messing around. I'm not even having a beer tonight because I don't feel like it. I just want to be out in the garage and have some fun. I did make some videos that I haven't posted about COVID. And I hope everybody's safe out there and doing okay. I know I am. I'm practicing everything I got to practice and doing all I can do. but I also am moving on with my life, man. Got to get back to it. Got to keep going. If we don't, we're stuck. We're stuck. So do what you can. Love each other. Protect each other. Live your life, though. That's what I'm doing. There's a tip of the day. And the other one is don't eat yellow snow. So have a great evening. Have a great weekend. My son's coming out tomorrow. I'm super excited. We're going to do some stuff together in this garage. He hasn't been out here in a while because of the COVID. I haven't seen him. A couple of months, drive me crazy. So I can hardly wait. And I will have a beer with him. And I will make another video. This is my youngest son. Beautiful kid. The other video that I've posted shows my oldest son, another beautiful kid. But hey man, I'm a dad. I miss these guys, and that's all there is to it. So have a great weekend. Be safe, and we'll talk to you soon.